Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Andy, and today we're going to be talking about what's in my camera bag 2021 version. Before we get started, I just want to show you my camera bag. This is Peak Design Totepack. This backpack right here has been with me everywhere, and yes, it is white. Well, you know, a certain white, a creamy white. And yes, it does get dirty, but man, it looks so nice, doesn't it? This is actually my everyday carry, so I always have this with me. And everything in here is what I use when I go on trips. So first we're going to talk about the backpack. And the reason why I like this backpack is because of the design. I'm super into fashion about how things look. If they just look all black and just really nothing going on, I don't know. Even though if it's a good backpack, I might just use it here and there, but might not be my first choice. The carry is really nice. This has a beautiful, nice leather look right there. And then the backpack itself has that creamy white, which is super dope. Got zipper in the front, you got zipper on each side. Okay, and then the strap that you wear. The only problem I have with this backpack is the strap. It's not super comfortable. It kind of feels a little bit on the lower end side of their other backpacks, but it's fine. I mean, it works and it works great. The thing is, it does get dirty. So as you can see, I already have stains here and stains here. Let's open up this part and then let's just go through in what I have in here. I think that's like the best way to do it. First, of course, you have a magic cloth. Just kidding, it's just a regular cloth to wipe your lens with. You never know when your lens will get dirty and when you would actually need this. Actually, see a little bit fingerprints here. I'm just gonna reach in here and pull out something and see what we got. This right here is my SD card holder. To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna get a better one. You definitely do need an SD card holder, but this one right here, every time I close it and open it, it just falls and it's all over the place. I hate when things don't work correctly. If it holds it, hold it there. Don't fall out when I open it and all the cards just all over the place. So I might switch that up, but you definitely need one. This is the Peak Design tool. This is actually very important because I have Peak Design stuff and holy moly, it got stuck on my finger. I have Peak Design stuff like this backpack. I also have their tripod and I also have the quick release plate. So this right here is definitely a must have. This right here is a DJI battery, and in a second you'll know more about why I have that battery, but I'm pretty sure you already can guess. We're gonna start with the top. The top part actually has a lot of things. This right here is a color checker, okay? This reason is because with this right here, this is like the best thing that I've ever bought and one of the things I use the most. I definitely will do a video on this and show you guys what it is and how to use it, but it's my favorite. So when I'm making a video, I put this in front, let's say a different environment, and then I use this to make sure the color is correct. Here, I've already done it, so the color is always the same, but when I'm outside or when I change spots in the room or lighting, this thing saves lives. Next up, we have Deity. I did a video on this, so if you guys haven't seen it, make sure you check it out right there. This is the Deity Pocket. It's basically a lavalier mic, but it's wireless. You can have one on the camera and plug it into your camera and then have one on your shirt with no wire at all, which makes it amazing. And of course, when you have one of these, you're gonna be shown, right? So it'll look like this. So basically it's right here, but it all matters is the audio. If I'm doing something like this, maybe you might not need something like this, you know, because I'm inside the office, but if I have this and I'm vlogging from far away, you can still hear me really well. So I like that about this. One of my favorite items that I carry with me. And here we have a dongle. The reason why I have this and I still bring it is because I know that a laptop doesn't need this as much anymore, especially the new ones. But with this, I have USB ports and I kind of need my USB ports. And then this is the chest mount. So in this channel, I talk about photography and I do kind of like a POV street photography, and I have the GoPro mount on my chest and I'm walking around so you guys can see what I see when I take the picture. If you guys are interested in that kind of video, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I randomly throw that video on and you know, you just gotta subscribe to see when it does arrive. This is very important. This is something I probably recommend to everybody because when you have dust between your lens and your camera, this will save your life because obviously you can't use the cloth because you'll have a chance of putting more dust in there, but this would just blow it out, which is really nice. And then we have mask. Doesn't matter where you are now, some restaurant and some places have rules that you need masks, so you always need to be prepared. And this is me being prepared. And then we have the GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 10 Black, and I love this thing. It's so amazing. The color, the stabilization, the lens, everything about this is the best. I usually don't like GoPro that much, but with this, I feel like it's so nice, especially the stabilization. And then also this, right? I can put it on here without attaching anything else. This is built into the GoPro, right? This is amazing that it has that. Saves me a lot of space. Moving on, we have the 14-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max. Oh, that's upside down. But this is the M1 Max 14-inch, and it's pretty much decked out except for the internal SSD. With that, I only have 1 terabyte. And because of that, I have a lot of SSD, which I don't mind, because then I could just upgrade and, you know, move stuff around. I don't want to spend way too much on this with the internal storage of like 2 or 3 terabytes. Costs so much more. And I'd rather just get that, because then I just move it around if I ever wanted to sell this. If you guys have been following this channel, I do change out gears a lot. I'm buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. Not the best way to invest in your product, but definitely what I'm doing. Don't kill me for that. This side, once you open it, the dividers that I have put in here, I've made it kind of like a T dividers, right? So on top, it'll sit and lay everything on there. And on the side, it has 2 lenses, or a lens and a camera. One of my best lens of choice is the Canon RF 70-200 2.8. This 2.8 is like super small. I mean, it says 70-200, but look how small it is. You know, I've had someone stop me and asking me like, is that a 70-200? It's so tiny. Because in fact, it really is the smallest 70-200 I've ever seen. And you can lock the lens so it doesn't move out when you're putting it in your backpack, and it actually does something like this. I keep it there, lock it, and now it's super nice and small. I even put this lens hood on here upside down, so it kind of protects it a little bit. One of my favorite lenses, so that's gonna be right there. And on the other side, as you guys may have already known, this is my Rode mic. I love this mic. This right here is a Rode Mic Pro Plus. And if you guys look closely, there's actually a lot of dog hair on there. And that's just because I got 2 dogs and they shed all over the place. So this mic right here, it works perfectly fine. The fact that it plugs in and it only turns on when your camera is actually on and recording, I love that, because sometimes I just forget to turn it off, and I don't want to be caught ready to make a video only to realize that I don't have audio. So important to have audio. This is the longest microphone that I've ever owned, and I love this mic. I love it, I love it. Now for the most important thing, it is my Canon R5. With this combo, we're gonna talk about it all together. This Canon R5 is my favorite and best camera that I've ever owned. I have to say this to you guys, I have owned a lot of cameras. You name it, like just name something, I have owned it. You know, I've had a Fuji, I've had Sony, I've had Panasonic, I have Nikon, I have Canon, and I've had even the GFX 100 medium format Fuji camera, and I've used this all Sony A7 series, like all the Rs, all the 7, all the S. You get the point. This is my favorite camera of all of them, and I don't think I'll ever leave Canon just because this is so amazing. It's such a great camera, and I love this camera. And with that, I love this lens. Okay, this is the 50mm RF lens. This lens is on this camera about 90% of the time. It has amazing bokeh, it is super fast, and it's super sharp, and I love the fact that it's just so nice and beautiful. Look at this setup, it's just so great. It is a big setup, so like if you're a Sony user, this is a gigantic setup. But also because I have a vertical grip. This vertical grip is the best thing I've ever put on my Canon R5. Because 1, I can shoot vertically right here, just with this and all the settings. And then 2, the battery on an R5 isn't that great. It runs out faster than I expected, and that's a big negative for me. But with this vertical grip, I actually haven't charged a battery in a long time. And I'm not even worried about it because there's 2 batteries in here. Like, it lasts forever. I love it. It's amazing. With this setup, this is my primary setup. And with any of you guys who said you don't like flip out screen, I guess, I don't know, you don't do videos or something, because with video, come on, you can see yourself. Why would you not want to see yourself? You can frame yourself. If I don't see myself, literally, I could be recording I can be recording like this and not even know that I'm recording like this, which sucks. And I've done it. I'm sure some of you guys have too. So that sucks. So now I can see myself and now I can talk. You know, it's super awesome to have this. Plus, like, you can shoot up, you can shoot down, you can shoot like this. You know, you can do all these stuff. And then if you don't want to, just leave it on the back. I don't get it. Just leave it on the back. I can also close to protect my monitor. Look at this. I'm closing. Now I can just use the viewfinder if I want. Anyways, I can go on and talk about the flip out screen for a long time. So we're going to put that in another video and I'll rant about that. And then you guys can debate about it in the comment below. But in this video, we're just going to talk about my entire setup. With these two and this lens, I love it. This is one of my favorite setup of all time. So this right here is what I take around with me when I'm out and about, when I'm traveling, when I am going camping, when I'm ready to go shoot and go stay away from this office for a while. This is what I got. All this stuff fits in this backpack. Amazing, isn't it? Because that's a lot of things I just mentioned. It all fits on here and it just feels nice and it still looks the same. All this stuff will be in the description below, so make sure you check that out. They're all my Amazon affiliate links, so if you guys click on those, it definitely help out the channel. But you don't have to. It's all up to you what you want to do. Anyways, you guys, if you guys do like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already, because in here we talk about photography, videography, how-to video, tech videos, and more stuff like this to give you guys an idea on what you guys should buy. So all these stuff I will be talking about. All right, just hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh, before I go, I totally forgot about this one thing. This is the Peak Design carbon fiber tripod. I bring this actually around with me as well when I go on trips, but I don't leave it in my backpack because there isn't really a spot for it. I can put it on the bottom, but I kind of don't want to. So I need to make room to put this in there. But this is also something I take around. And if you guys really want to, I can make a review about this. It is the best tripod I have ever owned. The best. All right, I'll see you guys later. Later.